The NFL regular season is kicking off in 9 weeks, and this offseason has changed the game completely with this parade of suspensions that have gone on since the Super Bowl. And I've got SBR's expert handicapper Dave Golokhov on with us right now to talk about these suspensions and what it could mean for the upcoming season. Dave, lots of suspensions, as I just mentioned, have been going down. Many big names: Tom Brady, Greg Hardy, Le'Veon Bell, and many more. They'll be riding the bench for at least the first month of football action, Dave. But which teams are going to be most affected this season?
Well, I think personally, this is just my opinion, that the Dallas Cowboys are one that you want to look out for. The Cowboys, to me, are a team that's coming down. I don't think they're really going to, continue this incredible run that they had last year. I think a lot of things broke right for them to win 12 games. Now they lose DeMarco Murray and don't really replace him. Then they bring in Greg Hardy to be their best pass rusher. He's gone for 10 games. Then they lose Rolando McClain for 4 games to a suspension. And he was their best linebacker. So they're really trying to focus on improving that defense, and they're missing 2 of the key guys with a tough schedule to start. They've got Philadelphia, the Giants, I did say the Eagles already. I'm trying to remember who else. I know the Saints and somebody else. So tough start for them. And I think if they go something like 2-2, 1-3, I think people are going to be pretty nervous in Dallas. And I think, to me, Dallas is one team that you really got to be wary of in terms of will the suspension affect their playoff chances.
All right, and as you just talked about the Dallas Cowboys a little bit here, the lines have officially been released for their Week 1 action starting up in September. This line is at -5.5, -6, depending on which book you're looking at, for the Cowboys in favor of them in this game. They're playing the Giants. Who do you like in this game?
I definitely like the Giants. To me, the Giants are a team on the rise. I think this line doesn't really factor the suspension so much. I don't know how much Hardy and McClain are really worth, but when you took a look at value, I think this is one of the ones where you do get value with the Giants, because I think the Cowboys will be affected by those player losses. When you take a look at somebody like Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers or Tom Brady with the Patriots, the line is obviously going to change significantly, specifically with Brady when he's, if he's going to be in or out. I think in this particular spot, in my opinion, the Cowboys are going to be noticeably affected. They would be a significantly better team and defense with those guys there, but you don't really see it on the betting line. So I actually do like the Giants. And a foreshadow of things to come, I actually like the Giants to win the NFC East. So I think this is a good spot for them, getting 5.5 points in Week 1.
All right, and you just mentioned Tom Brady here. We know that his suspension is still pending. The lines, though, here, they're at -3 in favor of New England in Week 1 action against the Steelers. Do you think that line's going to change significantly anymore, or you think it's going to stay set there?
I think it's factored in. I think that one of the things hindering the Steelers' chances here is A, they haven't been a great road team in the last couple of seasons, and B, no Le'Veon Bell, right? I think a lot of people maybe forgot about that suspension as everyone talks about Brady and focuses on him. So the Steelers have to go on the road. The defense has been weak. The Patriots, we've seen them plug and play before, going from Brady to Castle, and there's a lot of hype around Jimmy Garoppolo. So the Steelers without Bell on the road, I mean, where do you want the line to be? Maybe closer to a pick if we find out that Brady is for sure out. But I think that this line is not going to move around too much. Maybe around 2.5 points for the Patriots if Brady gets ruled out. I think the fact that Le'Veon Bell is not playing really hurts the Steelers in this spot.
All right, and one more name I want to bring up with you here, the Miami Dolphins. There's been a lot of talk about them going to the playoffs this season. They've made a lot of changes to their roster. Deion Jordan is now out for the entire season. Do you think that'll affect anything?
No, definitely not him. Deion Jordan is probably one of their worst first round picks. I want to say maybe ever, actually. He's just absolutely useless. I don't think they were expecting anything from him, and anything that he was going to provide this year would have been a bonus. I think if you're looking at some of the other under the radar suspensions, I would look at Marcel Darius. I think him not playing week 1 as the Bills host the Colts, I think that's a problem. He's one of their best pass rushers from the inside, also one of their best run stoppers. I think the Bills would have a much better chance to beat the Colts if he was playing. And also Datone Jones for the Packers. I think the Packers are still fine in Chicago, but those are 2 under the radar week 1 suspensions. Those guys aren't going to be out long, but I think those are bigger defensive suspensions than Deion Jordan. I don't think anybody's going to miss Deion Jordan.
All right, Dave, thanks so much for coming on and talking some very early predictions for the upcoming NFL season kicking off in 9 weeks. And everybody else, comment below, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know what you think of these suspensions and the week 1 lines that have just been released. And of course, stick around as we bring you all the best angles and predictions for the 2015-16 NFL season. You only get the best here with us at Sportsbook Review.